Welcome to my channel Lotus Domino TV. Today we are going to discuss AWS Lightsail interview question and answer. What is Amazon Lightsail? Amazon Lightsail is a virtual private server VPS is provide easiest way to get started on AWS for developer, a small businesses and a student. Other users who need a solution to host their application on cloud. Lightsail provide developer to compute a storage and networking capability to deploy and manage website and web application in cloud. What is virtual private server? Virtual virtual private server, known as an instance, allow user to run website and web application in high secure availability environment while being cost effective. What are the benefit of a VPS? There are many benefits to using virtual private server, including affordable scalability, security, and customizable resources. What can I do with Lightsail? You you can choose among the several pre-configured VPS plan that include everything you need to easy deploy and manage your application. Lightsail is the best suit for projects that require few virtual private server and user who prefer a simple management interface. A common use cases for Lightsail including running websites, web applications, blog, e-commerce sites, simple software and more. What is the Lightsail instances plan? So prefer to the bundle of Lightsails. A Lightsail plan include virtual private server with a fixed amount of memory cap, compute via vCPUs, and SSD based storage, data transfer allowance. Lightsail, Lightsail plan also offer elastic IP, static IP addresses, 5 per account, DNS management, 3 domain per zone. Lightsail plan also charges a monthly or hourly on demand basis, so you can pay for a plan when you are using it. Are a Lightsail plan at the same across all AWS region? Lightsail expanded availability across the more regions. We are involving infrastructure to provide better overall customer experience. As a result, plan in certain regions will have different specifications, such as an additional vCPUs compared to plan in other region. What is a Lightsail instances? Lightsail instances is a virtual private server that lives in an AWS Cloud. Use Lightsail instances to store your data, run your code, and build web applications, your website. Your instance can connect each other and other AWS resource through the public internet or private VPC networking. You can create, manage, and connect easily to instances right from the Lightsail console. Uh, what what software can I run on my instance? Lightsail offered a range of operating systems, application templates, and automatically install when you create a new Lightsail instance. Application templates include WordPress, Drupals, Joomla, and Ghost, Magento, Redmines, and Lamp, Negex, Means, Node.js, Degenzo, and more. Does Lightsail offer an APIs? Yes, everything do you do in the Lightsail console in backed by the publicly available APIs. Learn you can how to use the CLI and APIs. How do Lightsail instances perform? Lightsail instances are specifically engineered by AWS for web server developer environment and a small database use cases. Such workload don't use the full CPU of often consistently, but occasionally need to performance burst. Lightsail uses burst performance instance that provide baseline level of CPU performance with additional ability to burst above the baseline. How to connect the Lightsail instances? Lightsail instance one-click secures connection into instances terminal right from the browser, supporting SSH access, Linux-based instances, RDS access, Windows-based instances. To use one connections, launch instances, management screen, and click connections to SSH. Connection to RDP and new browser windows open automatically connect to your interface. What is a static IP? A static, a static IP is a fixed public IP that is dedicated to your Lightsail account. You can assign a static IP to the instances, replacing public IP. If you decide to replace your instances with another one, you can reassign a static IP to new instance. In this way, you don't have to reconfigure any external system like DNS record to pointing a new IP to every time you want to replace your instances. What is DNS record? DNS record is a globally distributed service that translates human readable human like www.example.com into numeric IP address like 192.0.2.1 to that computer used to connect each other. With Lightsail, you can easily map your registered domain name such as photoshop.example.com to public IP of your Lightsail instances. In this way, when you user type human readable names like example.com into the browser, Lightsail automatically translate the address into the IP address of the instances you want to redirect your user to. Each of these translations refer to the DNS query. What are a snapshot? A snapshots are the point in time backup of instances, database, block, storage disk. You can create a snapshot of your resource at any time. You can enable automatically a snapshot instances disk to have a Lightsail create a snapshot for you. You can use a snapshot at baseline to create a new resources to back up your data. A snapshot contains all the data that is needed to restore your resources from the moment that a snapshot was taken. When you restore the resources by the creating it from the snapshot, that new resources became an exact replica of the original resources that use of the create a snapshot. What are availability zone? Availability zones are collections of data center that run on physically distinct independent infrastructure and engineered to be highly reliable. Common point of the failure such as generator cooling equipment so not shared between the availability zone. Additional availability zones are physically separate and so that eventually even extremely uncommon disasters such as fire and tornadoes and floodings can affect any single of availability zone. What operating system can I use Amazon Lightsail? Amazon Lightsail currently supporting 6 Unix-like distributions: Amazon Linux, Debian, FreeBSD, OpenSUSE, and Ubuntu. 3 Windows Server operation 2012, 16, 19. What does certificate management cost? Lightsail certification and certificate management are free with all the Lightsail load balancer. What can I do with the Lightsail block storage? Lightsail block storage uses solid-state SSD drive. Block storage balance your low price and good performance and intended support with vast majority of the workloads and run light on Lightsail. For customer with application requirements sustain an IOPS performance, high amount of throw output per disk, that running a large database like MongoDB and Cassandra. We recommended using EC2 with GP2 provisioning IOPS SSD storage instead of Lightsail. How many disks can I attach per Lightsail instances? You can attach up to 15 disks per Lightsail instances. Can I attach disk to more than one instances? No, disk can only be attached to one instance at a time. Does my disk need to be attached to more instances? No, you can choose not to attach a disk to instances. The disk will remain in your account and unattachable. There is no difference the price in the price if your disk is not attached in instances. Can I increase my size of attachment disk? Yes, you can increase the size of disk by taking a disk support a snapshot and creating a new larger disk from the snapshot. Does Lightsafe block storage offer encryption? Yes, to help to keep your data secure, all Lightsafe attached disks and disk snapshot are encrypted at at rest by default. Using this key, Lightsail manages on your behalf. Lightsail also provide encryptions of data as it moves between the Lightsail instances and attached disk. What can I do with the Lightsail load balancer? Lightsail load balancer allow you to build high availability website applications with distribution traffic across the instances, different availability zone, and pointing traffic to only healthy target interface. A Lightsail load balancer reduces the risk of your applications going down due to an issue with your interface instances to data center outage. With the Lightsail's load balancer and multiple target instances, your website's applications can also accommodate increase in your web traffic, maintain the good performance for your visitor during the peak load. How does my Lightsail load balancer deal with the traffic spike? Lightsail load balancer scale automatically to handle traffic spike to your application without you having a manual adjustment. If your application experiences a transient spike in the traffic, your Lightsail load balancer will automatically scale your continue to effective direct traffic to your Lightsail instances. While your Lightsail load balancer is designed to easily manage traffic as a spike application that constantly experience very high volume level of the traffic may experience performance degradations throttling. If you expect your application constantly to manage more than the 5 GB per hour of data constantly to have a large number of connections, we recommend using EC2 application load balancer instead of Lightsail. How do Lightsail load balancer route traffic to your target instances? Yes, Lightsail support adding the instance target instances for more than one load balancer if desired. How does Lightsail know if your target instances are healthy? During the load balancer creations, you will ask to specify path, the common file via web URL for Lightsail to ping. If the target instance can reach using this path, then Lightsail will route the traffic there. If one of the target instances unresponsive, Lightsail will not reroute traffic to that instance. You can update the health check path if you need it. The load balancer management screen. Or what happened to target when my instance are deleted? If you delete your load balancer, target instances will be automatically normally and will appear in Lightsail console as a regular Lightsail instances. Please note that you will likely to need to update your DNS record in directly traffic to former target instances after you delete your load balancer. What happened my certificate when I deleted my load balancer? Yes, Lightsail contain uh, if you're what happened to my certificate when I deleted my load balancer? If your load balancer is deleted, your certificate will delete it as well. If you need to use certificate the same domain in the need, you need to request to validate the new certificates. What can I do with the Lightsail CDN distribution? So like yeah, CDN Lightsail content delivery network distribution make it easy for you accelerate the delivery content and host it on your Lightsail resources by storing and serving a Amazon global delivery network powered by the CloudFront. Distribution also help you to enable the website and to support HTTPS traffic by providing SSL certificates to creating the Lightsail support instances and target instances for more than one load balancer. Can I attach multiple origin? Although you cannot attach multiple origin to your Lightsail distribution, you can attach multiple instances of Lightsail load balancer and a specific origin to the distributions. Can I Lightsail container service run Docker container? Yes, Lightsail supports Linux-based Docker container. Windows container are currently not in the supported. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and share my channel video.